The real estate market, nationally, regionally, locally. We're talking a lot about hyper local. We're not only talking about a county, we're talking about neighborhoods. But here's the thing. We're going to start at county level. St. Louis County, St. Charles, St. Louis City, Jefferson County. 4 markets, all different, far from each other when you look at certain radiuses. But here's the interesting thing. Across the board, it's pretty darn consistent. If you look at active listings, new inventory coming on the market, it is down across the board 25% year over year. So St. Louis County down 26%, St. Charles County down 24%, St. Louis City down 25%, and Jefferson County down 25%. Across the board, inventory down. But here's what's also interesting. 3 of those markets, sales units year over year were down. Jefferson County was one exception. So if you look at unit sales year over year, down 9% in St. Louis County, down 18% in St. Charles, down 12% in St. Louis City, and they were up 11% in Jefferson County. A mix of some new active inventory, which that was the only market where new listings were up, although overall inventory is down. There was new listings coming on the market, and some new construction, some other opportunities allowed sales, unit sales in Jefferson County to be up 11%. But here's the thing. When you look at the closed prices, prices actually fell a little bit in Jefferson County, 2%. So it's interesting. Active listings down year over year, 25%. Sales units up 11%. Prices down 2%. Months of inventory, because of that whole mix, sales up, active inventory down, it actually sold. There was quicker months of inventory. It went from 3.61 in 25, 3.5 months inventory, to 2.4 months inventory. Very unusual because a lot of the other markets we saw increase. With that being said, prices. Year over year, St. Louis County were up 10%. So again, active inventory down 26%, new listings down 25%, but prices continued to climb. Good news for sellers, interesting time, mixed signals for buyers. We'll talk a little bit about it. St. Charles County, active listings down 24%, new listings down 23%. Prices up just a little bit, 2%. And then unit sales, here's the biggie, unit sales were down 18%. St. Louis City, we already did this, active listings down 25%. New listings down 23%. Sales, unit sales down 12%. And this is the interesting one. Prices were down 8% in the city. Across the board, what does this tell you? Again, some interesting things, hyper-local, that's happening, whether it's new construction, whether it's economic factors that are impacting certain markets. But overall, when we look at this, great homes still selling, those that are prepared for sale, priced right, marketed the highest level are selling. You'll hear next week about our personal sales, our team sales, where we had multiple offers over asking on many homes that were priced right. The key is this is a market that you have to price right. The market is unforgiving for a home that's not prepared for sale or that's grossly overpriced. The market will recognize the value. If you underprice a home, it will be bid up to over perceived value, actually. So that's actually good news. But overall, there's just not enough homes on the market that are great homes priced right. Why is that? We go back to the same reasons. There's not enough building happening, except we do have some in St. Charles County But we saw some weakness in that new construction in St. Charles County where prices aren't actually going up. Those builders are discounting, and some of the inventory is just sitting or coming off the market. Jefferson County, some of the same things are happening there with newer construction. But overall, why is there no more inventory being added? We have a supply side issue, not a buy side issue. We have home sellers that are not prepared to sell in today's market where they are rate locked. They have a rate of 3%. They are not looking to give up that home. Even if interest rates, which we're seeing some good news in interest rates, although it's fluctuating in the low sixes, we've seen interest rates come down from the mid sevens just last year. So we're seeing some positive news. It's helping buyers. Buyers are getting more motivated. The problem is it's not motivating sellers to sell. So those buyers are fighting over the same grade homes, and that's what's causing the multiple offers over asking. Also, people are staying in their home longer. Love it. We love that home health care and other. People are not moving into assisted living like they were pre-COVID. No, they're staying. So the combination of not enough affordable new construction, people staying in their homes longer, and because of home health care, and because their rate lock is really jamming up the market. So a lot of these things that are coming from the government, the 50-year mortgage, the buying back mortgage-backed securities, that's all great. It could stimulate the buy side even more. Well, if it stimulates the buy side even more, I foresee prices going up versus down. I'm not sure it's going to motivate sellers to sell. There's one thing that may motivate a seller, and not even may, it will motivate a seller. There's some talk about this portable interest rate. You can carry your interest rate with you to your next home. Or even if they did something like an assumable, that could be advantageous. That could help pick up the market from a supply side. But if we just focus on buy side efforts, very concerned that all it's going to do is just increase prices. It's a really interesting market that we're going to have to pay close attention to. My message has been really consistent over the last months. Price it right, prepare it for sale, market to the highest level, and that home will sell. First quarter for us has been an amazing record quarter, even with snow on the ground. Here's the thing. Again, those buyers are motivated. So if you're a seller, there is no reason to wait. Get your home on the market unless it's one of those homes, for example, that has a pool and the pool's not open. It backs to a road where you want the trees blocking it or you want beautiful landscaping to come in. Be patient on that. But otherwise, if there's none of that, get your home on the market when there is still incredibly weak inventory because everything we are putting on the market is selling. If you have any questions about buying, selling, investing, you want an online home valuation, an actual home valuation, go to the Gellman team, fill out the form. Interesting market we're going to pay close attention to. Watch interest rates, watch supply, watch inventory.